This is the meet that we've been waiting on for all year. The NCAA meet. We had a good weekend up there in Seattle this past weekend. Lots of qualifiers, a couple of near misses. And as you guys know, the lists are out now. And good performances there by those girls breaking the school record formerly held by Ann Kelsering, our German import there. Back in the days, and then for Lily and just to both go into that record is good stuff. Lots of qualifiers going into the meet this weekend. I think the women are tied for the most entries for school, and the men have 7 or 8 entries there as well. And then of course we have 3 relays that have qualified. So we'll head out here on Wednesday of next week and then see what we get.
How proud are you of the relay qualifiers? It would seem to show that a team has depth if they can put 4 pretty good legs of a relay together.
Yeah, I always say that leg comes down to what happens there at the end on that mile relay, and it's simply from the simple fact that they get to hold the stick the longest. You have a 1200 or 400 or 800 and then a mile leg there, so they're able to impart the outcome of that race on that leg. But us having so many sub 4 minute milers should bode well for that event in the national championship.
You normally don't. We should say you don't spend a lot of time looking at the points and the projections. How are you feeling team-wise going into this?
Yeah, well, I think that it's going to be a low-scoring affair. If I have to be honest, and
from men or women or both?
Women. Women will be a low-scoring affair. Men is probably going to be around 50 points, 45, 50 points. Women, I think, is going to be around 40 points there. I think if we are perfect, I think we can get to 40 points. However, you know how hard perfect is to obtain, even though we've been pretty close to that on a number of occasions. The one championship this championship is different from the others based on, in order for us to be highly successful, and when I say highly successful, to win, we need some things to go our way. Where in the past we could have some hiccups and still be successful. So we have to be pretty much spot on the women's side, and then on the men's side, it's the same thing. For us to be able to be a top 10 team or be able to get a trophy, we need to be perfect there as well.
Is that just because the competition is so tough this year?
Not necessarily so tough on the women's side because of some of our defections and then some of our development, and then just being a young squad. And our injuries is probably another reason why we have to be so perfect there as well. We have quite a few of those people that are going to be in Eugene. And then on the men's side, just not enough depth as of right yet. So that's why we have to be execute at a high level to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Does it hurt you a little bit not having a guy like Ches?
Shit, that would hurt anybody. He's phenomenal. That guy is just been a stalwart in our program, and so proud of what him and Andy accomplished while his time's here, and even more proud of him and what he's doing now after college. I told everybody that would listen that this guy's just scratching the surface on what he can do, and for him to go and run the number 2 all-time mile ever speaks volumes.
You're gonna have some success recruiting down under? Is that going to be a continued focus?
I don't know. Good question. Our 2 Aussies there definitely got it done, and they'll hopefully continue to do that over the next week when we go to College Station. But more importantly, we have a whole host of people that didn't make it that are going to be here, and they can't wait to outdoors to start, which will be here before you know it. It seemed like I was just in front of you guys a little bit ago and saying that this was our first meet, and now we're already talking about the indoor championship. It's amazing how time flies.
Jessica seemed to have really blossomed this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a case of it all came together for her this year, or has it been more of a steady improvement that just sort of this is where she's at now?
Well, if you remember correctly, last year she started and got a little bit on a roll. She did well there at regional meet, and then she just missed out on making the outdoor finals in the 1500 here. And then, of course, you've seen what she was able to do in cross country, and that kind of set her up for her season. All these seasons kind of blend into one, but she was really really accomplished and did really well there in cross country, and you can kind of see some of the after effects of that in this indoor season.